going on YouTube? Gyvi World here. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Now, this morning, I was sitting there getting ready for another day of beautiful baseball, looking to get some work in before the game, maybe work out a little bit, take some ground balls, take a couple hits and do all that good stuff before the game. I'm sitting in the clubhouse at my locker, and my manager sneaks up behind me and he goes, "Gyvi World, we got some good news for you." And I go, "What, coach, am I starting today?" And he says, "No, you're starting every single game because you have officially been named the starter over Julian Cortez," which, to be honest, I don't know why it took so long. He's batting 143 and 42 at-bats, batting 368 through just 19. Now, you do see an error there. Fielding percentage is not 1,000. I did play first base one game, and it hit a ground ball to me with a runner on first. It didn't let me throw to second. When I ran to first, he ran past first, and then I wasn't able to move him. First time I see a glitch like that, but that's that. But let's jump into our first major league start. Now, it could have been at a better time. We're coming up against the Red Sox. We're both 4-9. And what I do find a little bit weird about this is how I go from being a bench player, well, you know, a platoon kind of guy, to playing left field and batting cleanup versus the Red Sox. That's a little bit insane. But here we go. We're in Kauffman Stadium, starting in left field, our new spot. No more playing first base. Let's show that we belong here and make good, smart plays. Now, I do have a little bit to talk about. And this mainly pertains, I'll try to be quick. This mainly pertains to Diamond Dynasty and what I've been seeing a lot. Now, if you don't follow me on Twitter and Instagram, make sure you do so at Gyvi World. Would love it if you follow me. There's a lot of interaction going on there. There's a lot going on Twitter and Instagram, mainly because there's a lot of people new to the community, and that could be you. And if it is, I understand. You probably come from another community where sometimes there are successful launches. Unfortunately, in MLB The Show, we haven't had the best launches the last couple of years. I've been playing this game since 2006. I know I say that all the time. Since this game first came out, when MVP baseball was no longer a thing. And you know, I've been playing Diamond Dynasty since it was pretty much just a card collecting game where you got cards and you were only able to use them for 25 games, and it was mostly created players. Oh, we're going up against David Price. I like that. I like that. And you know what? I'd say around 15 was when MLB The Show started to mold itself. The launch was terrible. MLB 16, the launch was terrible. MLB 17, the launch was terrible. The game was unplayable for the first couple of weeks pretty much. And a lot of people were frustrated by this. I know that we are still in pre-release. The game is technically not out yet. So there's still a very large percentage of people who aren't playing yet, who hit that ball hard, but most likely at Xander Bogaerts, except that don't look like Bogaerts at all. That looks like Rizzo at first base on the Red Sox. That's pretty insane. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. But anyways, with the game not even being released yet, the servers are looking really, really good right now. For the most part, I don't have much complaints. I played a little bit of, that one's ripped. I want to see how far that one goes. Let's go, Gyvi. Extend the hands, work them. Backside home run. I think that's our first backside home run. We got a lefty on the mound. We got to take advantage of him. DP gives up a bomb to G-Dub. I think that's my third or fourth home run of the season. I did play a series or two off video, off stream or whatever, and I hit a home run or two, so that might be 3 or 4. We got Nolan Arenado on our team. GG's in the chat. How are we 4-9 with Nolan Arenado at third base? That's just insane, but great backside power. But anyways, as I was saying, I played a little bit of Conquest yesterday on stream for 3 hours, actually. So turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss any streams or videos. Had a lot of fun, but there was 1 or 2 times, another one. That one might not stay fair. No, that's got to stay fair. Ooh. And there were a couple games where I played the Stronghold and the server went down, and I didn't get the win. But you know what? That set me back like 15-20 minutes. I know a lot of people are unhappy about that, but to be honest, it's a lot better than last year, and that's pretty much the truth. But other than that, I have noticed that it's all been server maintenance. It's all been scheduled server maintenance, and they do give you a notice when it's gonna happen. I wish it were a little bit more notice, and I wish it were on the Show Nation's page. That's probably gone. We can rob that. We just can't get there. And not from MLB The Show tips, because I don't follow tips, mainly for my own salt reason. He unfollowed me a while ago, so I unfollowed him. We can let bygone be bygone, Steven. That'd be dope. But anyways, for the most part, they'll let you know when there's server maintenance. Like today, that's the big issue. Today, everyone's upset. There's been scheduled maintenance, and everything went down. Now there were other issues as well. Like I put like 10 buy orders in. I tried to buy an entire new team of like just gold cards, and it kept saying your order has been completed. Your order, oh, wrong way. Your order has been completed. Your order has been completed. Your order has been completed. I just gave up the go-ahead run. I just gave up the go-ahead run in the 7th inning because I went the wrong way. And it's the 8th inning. But anyways, there was scheduled maintenance, and everyone's a little bit upset about that. And with buying the cards, it kept saying your thing was completed, your thing was completed. But then I looked, my stubs weren't moving, and I didn't have the cards. So I canceled all my orders because I was afraid something bad was going to happen. And then a little while later, the amount of your orders have been completed, that's how many new cards I had, and my stubs went down. So I was like, okay, so it was working. It was just more of a visual thing. But it was still pretty scary, and I still didn't know what was going on. And my stubs on... Oh, I think I just tied the game. I think I just tied the game, ladies and gentlemen. We just tied the game in the 8th. So then shortly after that, pinch ran for GG's in the chat. Let's see if we're going to win this game. We end up winning, so that's a huge win versus Boston in game 1. Alright, so we're heading into game 2. Nice game 1 win, 5-9 record now. Red Sox dropped to 4-10, so improvement. Now that I'm in the starting lineup, I think we're going to be doing a lot better going into the future. But yeah, there was some server maintenance this morning. There was a patch as well. People were complaining about a lot of stuff. Oh, dear God, Jimmy. There's an extra base hit for a really, really slow player. And I think the reason there's all this server maintenance and patching and all that stuff is because once the game does come out, there's going to be a much larger load of people on it. And San Diego Studios is just trying to get as ready as possible for that as they can, which is understandable, you know. It's a game they worked on very, very hard. And listen, I'm not the guy who's backing up San Diego Studios. If you know me, you know that I will tell the truth. I'll tell it like it is, and I have, and it's got me into trouble in the past. So, but it is what it is. I've enjoyed this launch so far, and I generally don't have that many complaints for games that's not out, and a game with a generally small company working on such a large sports title, and the only really the only baseball title. Please don't mention any other Xbox only title. I don't even know why I'm in. Why? You just put me here so that I can admire watching. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Chin? I thought 44 was Rizzo, but I was wrong. But also there was so I went this morning. I was looking for some information on some rewards that I needed to finish, or like I wanted to know what I needed to do to finish certain things. And there was a pretty funny message that I saw, and I held back so much in not responding that it was kind of difficult for me not to respond. The guy had said, wait a few days and everyone on YouTube will post everything because they are all 18 hours into the game, having eaten 4 bags of chips, drank 5 gallons of Mountain Dew, and 25 bottles of 5-hour energy. They will figure it out for us normal people who have families and jobs. I wanted to respond because that upset me because I fit those people, except I don't drink Mountain Dew. I got Sprite Zero from Wawa. Shout out to Wawa for always coming through. And I wanted to let them know, like you know, YouTube is my job. You know, I was like, well, YouTube is my job, and a lot of us have families, but we will gladly get all the info for you normal people who only have to work 40 hours a week. It's pretty funny that people think that YouTube is not a job. YouTube, one, involves a lot of marketing, a lot of knowledge, a lot of promoting of yourself. If your marketing isn't good on YouTube, it's not gonna happen. There's too much competition on YouTube. And honestly, I remember I've worked full-time. Oh, not again. I accidentally clicked back. I've worked multiple full-time jobs at a corporate job where I sat for 40 to 50 hours a week. YouTube is way more work than that. YouTube is literally all day. There is no rest. Since this game has come out, I've barely slept at all. And today I'm taking a day off from the gym. But every other day I have to get up super early just so I can get in the gym and sit at this desk for 14, 15, 16, 17 hours. One, making videos, making thumbnails and titles, tagging videos, streaming, and all the other stuff that goes into making YouTube videos. But you know, some people don't understand that YouTube is still new and think that the videos just magically go up on the website and people get views and you get paid for it. If it were that easy, everyone would be doing it and everybody would be a millionaire. But that's just not the case. But anyways, that's not important. Just an uneducated person. You know, a lot of people still are. YouTube is still fairly new, only a decade old. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to speak on in terms of the server and the little troll that I saw this morning. I ended up not responding. I left it that way. You know, not something I really want to get myself involved in, because I'm enjoying MLB The Show. Oh no, I would have enjoyed it if I hit a bomb instead of flight out to left field there. But you know what? We've actually had a couple hits so far in this episode. We had a home run and it's all been backside hits. I like that. So you know what? Another thing now that I actually remembered as I was speaking, the other thing people are complaining about, pitch speed. I guess I haven't really noticed it yet because I've played a lot of offline games. The online games I've played have been few. I don't have a problem with the pitch speed. Like anything, it balances out. You just have to make an adjustment. Adjust to the fact that the pitches are slower. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you in fact of that. If you're ahead of changeups, stay back. That's it. But people are complaining a lot. The one big one I saw was fielding. People are seeing a lot of noticeable errors online from there, especially from like middle infield. And I noticed a lot of errors and stuff. But the thing is, as we're going to ground out to first to end this game 4-1 in game. I think I said 4-2. I definitely meant 4-1. We lost to the Red Sox, so we're so far split in the series. But anyways, game 3 now, and like I was saying, a lot of people are complaining about a lot of errors. Now, I can't really say much because I have noticed a lot of errors up the middle, but I had guys like Jonathan VR playing second base, and Jonathan VR has 66 fielding, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see that. I want to see guys with low fielding ratings make more errors, especially online. Like any game that you go into, a Diamond Dynasty game or a Battle Royale game where every play matters and you go into the game with someone with poor fielding, it should hurt you. It should hurt you. So if that's happening with guys with very low fielding, I'm perfectly fine with that. That way you're obligated to think about it and maybe draft people with a little bit better defense as we get an RBI and increase the lead 2-0. But if that were happening with Manny Machado, who's got 92 fielding, Andrelton Simmons, Brendan Crawford, if they are making errors, then I think something needs to be looked into. Those guys should make an error every like 50 games. Like every 50 games. Like if they make more than an error per 50 games, I think that's a little too much. But when you're making errors with guys with 66 fielding, I'm perfectly fine with that. Invest in a defensive shortstop. Shortstop's a very defensive position. We were supposed to be going on the pitch because the count was full. But we're going to ground out and end the inning. But at least we got a 2-0 lead versus Chris Sale, which is a good start because, of course, Chris Sale, a very good pitcher. And here we go. Top of the second inning so far. Series split. We got a 2-0 lead versus the Bo Sox, the Boston Red Sox. Uh-oh, we can rob this. Never mind. That one's got plenty of distance. Thank you, Matt Vaskersian. 2-1 game. I don't even know who this is. Never mind, I know who that is. That's Yoenis Cespedes. He looks really fat there. Not gonna lie, he looks really fat there. Let me know if you guys agree if he looks fat. Actually, let me know, guys, what do you think about the game so far? How are your thoughts, or what are your thoughts and feelings on like on everything I've said? Do you guys agree with me for the most part, or do you think I'm wrong? Do you think everyone complaining is right to be complaining that, you know, 3 days into a pre-launch of a game, it's still not 100% perfect, but it's still pretty good. Oh, wow. We're already down 4-3. We're in danger of losing the series. Good slider. That looked like a fastball out and away. And ended up being a slider, a fat slider inside. And I should have turned on that. But look at that. We'll turn the hands on a fastball inside. Oh, boy, read that pitch out of his hands very well. And that's going to be a 2-out single for Gyvi World. Power versus left up like that. Like that. I've been doing some work versus lefties in this series, I believe. And now we got a Dania Echeverria. I saw somebody with the sleeve, and I was like, is that Yoenis Cespedes? But it wasn't. It was a Dania Echeverria. So let me see. We got a Dania Echeverria. We got Yoenis Cespedes. We got Nolan Arenado and me, the demigod of all demigods. This team is an absolute problem. Good luck. Once I'm established as the actual starter of this team, I know I'm batting fourth, but it's still the first series for me as the starter. So still gonna have to, you know, my teammates still need to get used to it. Okay, I didn't go backwards on it at least. That would have probably been another run if I went backwards on it, but it's bases loaded with nobody else, so it pretty much is. So hopefully we fast forward just to our at-bats, since I don't want to play defense down by 6 runs. Chris Sale's still out there in the 6th. He's gonna give me a 2-seamer down. Good spot from Chris Sale. Wasn't able to keep it fair. Early, was in the zone. Got to do better with that pitch. Thought my PCI should have been lower. Another thing, that slider's disgusting. You can't even blame me for swinging at that pitch. That slider was just absolutely disgusting. Chris Sale, just an absolute beast on the mound. Oh no, let him off the hook. We let him off the hook. Pitch up and in. That should have been turned on for 380 down the line, and we fluffed it. But look at that, we're 2 for 3 on the day, batting 400, 419 OBP. I actually took a walk myself in this game. That's like, oh god, I have the chance to tie this game. I think I need to focus here because I actually have the chance to tie this game with 1 swing of the bat. 2 outs though, and that's a good 2-seamer, but we're spinning on that easy. Not even tempted. We're looking for something we can drive. Up here's my power zone, right up there. Right up there. Some backside power. Good check swing, that discipline. That discipline looking good, and it's 2-0. We got our count. Let's see if we'll get our fastball. I want it out in no way. Nope. Oh, we got a hanging changeup. We missed it, ladies and gentlemen. Right down the middle. And we missed the hanging changeup on 2-0. We're sitting dead right on fastball. So let's see, can we get that one out and away? Nope, not this time. And it's down in the zone. 3-1. Hitters count once again. All right, we're looking for a fastball down. He's been working me down all at bat, or trying to at least, minus that changeup he hung. We're looking for one here. That's a good spot. It's not what I was looking for on 3-1, 3-2. Now we got to swing here. We got to hack. Full count. Runners are moving. That was ball 4. I let my team down. My first real big chance, and I let my team down. And now we got to go out there and play defense. It's still a 4-run game in the top of the 8th. I'm disappointed. I don't even want to be out here on defense. That was my chance. Need to work on that clutch attribute so that I can help my team seriously as we put that away for out number 2. That's probably going to be the end of the game. We're not going to get another chance, and the Red Sox are going to walk out of here with the W and winning the series. But alright, that's going to be it for this Road to the Show episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys enjoyed that rant style where I talk about other stuff while playing. If you guys did, as always, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Sub to the channel if you guys are new. We'll have that MLB The Show heat for you every single day from here until MLB 19. Join the notification gang and all that good stuff, turning on your bell. Leave a comment. You guys know what to do, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
I sip the Dom P, watching Gandhi.